Mrs. McDonald, and I'm here to share an old family recipe on caramels. We make caramels every Christmas, and my mother-in-law taught me how to make these with my husband before we were even married. So this is her recipe, and we call them Grandma McDonald's caramels. The first thing you need is a caramel pan. Now, this is called our caramel pan. The handle's broken. It's an old pot. And I don't think you can go to the store and buy a caramel pan, but you just have to get a heavy duty pot. Okay, so what we'll need to make it is we need sugar. We're going to need 3 cups of sugar. We need karo syrup, which is going to be 1 3/4 cup white karo syrup. We need 2 cups of canned milk, which 1 big and 1 little can of milk. There you go, thanks Nate. And we need 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. 2 sticks of butter. And not margarine, but butter, okay? So anyhow, we put this in here, and basically you have to put it on medium heat and stir it for about 40 minutes. We've found that it takes the first time till we get it to the soft boil stage. Now, we've never made it where we've used a candy thermometer. We learned, and I guess you can use a candy thermometer, but I don't know how to use it for this. I know how to make it without any thermometer, and I'll show you that. So, Sammy, if you could add 3 cups of sugar, and Nate, 2 sticks of butter, and I'll start to get the milk ready. You start by putting all the sugar, all the butter, all the karo, and only 1 cup of the milk.
Do I just put it in?
Yep. Just toss it in.
So just one or
no,
both?
Both. Oops, that's not much. So 1 cup. I like making them because they're yummy. A lot of people like homemade caramels. They always expect us to bring some. My husband likes to take them to work. This year we would get it on there soon after Thanksgiving so that other people could enjoy Grandma McDonald's caramels. You don't have to stir continually during this phase, but you do need to stir frequently. But whenever we get to the next phase, which is when we add the other cup of milk after we hit the soft boil stage, you have to stir the entire time. It becomes somewhat of a chore. But like I said before, both phases take about 40 minutes. So if you're planning to make caramels, you need to kind of plan out that time. During this first phase, after I stir this a couple times, I start to get the pan ready. What you need to do to prepare your pan is it makes like a 9 by 13 of caramel. Is you need to get some butter and butter the pan. Just butter up the pan. It finally is starting to boil, so I'm probably about 20 more minutes that it's going to be cooking here before it's in the softball stage and I start the next one. So it should come to a soft boil. You don't want to have it like boiling over or anything. So as soon as mine started boiling, I turned the heat down a little bit because I don't want it to boil too hard. It's a lot of stirring, so I don't stir too much the first half because the second half your arm feels like it's going to fall off. Okay. So it's been boiling for a while, and I'm thinking that it's looking like I could check it for the soft boil. So see, it's a little bit thick. It's got little tiny bubbles. I guess I should show you that. Here. How about that? There you go. So that's about what it looks like. All those little bubbles, looking a little thick, okay? I just get the spoon. I dribble some in the cup of cold, it's kind of cool water, and I see if it's, not quite. It doesn't pack together at all, so it's not quite ready. So I'll give it another few minutes. Yeah, whenever I dripped the drops in, they kind of like stayed together. It's hard to show, so. But at any rate, whenever you drip it in, kind of forms. Oh, there. Here I've started to put the leftover milk in. This is boiling. Okay. I have to put a little bit in at a time. I don't want it to stop boiling. I put a little bit in, I stir, I make sure it's still boiling fine. I don't want it to stop boiling. It's turning darker, by the way, as we go. And then a little bit more. And you just put a little at a time, this cup, and until you get it all in. So that's what I'll be doing. And then I'm going to be stirring for the next, half hour. Okay, so I'm going to continue to add a little bit of the milk at a time. I don't want it to ever stop boiling. And when I get the rest of this in here, I'll continue to stir it the whole time until it reaches the hard ball stage. And this is a good time to have other family members to trade off. Stir 2 or 3 minutes and then have somebody else stir 2 or 3 minutes until it gets done. There, I almost made it stop boiling, so I have to slow down. And just keep adding it until you get rid of the whole cup. Okay, I have a helper. Here's my helper for a little bit. Stirred. There you go. Can you look at me for a second? Okay, Nate. Okay, I think if you can see here, it's getting darker. I think it could be almost ready, so I'm going to check it for the hard ball stage. So what you do is you get that glass, and whenever you're doing this stage, it should immediately form into candy. You could tell when it goes in. This is pretty good. I think it needs probably about 5 more minutes. Now, okay, well, here's another try. I'm pretty sure it's ready. It's very dark, and you don't want it to be too done, but here we go. You ready? Oh, see how it forms immediately as it goes in there? That means it's ready. But we just pour it in to a buttered dish, and we'll let this cool. After it cools, we'll put it in the refrigerator and let it cool even more.
How long should you have it cool?
It takes a couple hours. I let it cool maybe 1 or 2 hours sitting out, and then a couple hours in the fridge. And then what we'll do is probably tomorrow evening we will get a knife and we'll cut this into the sizes that we want. We'll probably make some regular size and some tiny ones, because the tiny ones we'll use to dip in chocolate, and we'll make chocolate covered caramels. But that's basically it. And so this will set and cool, and it is yummy, yummalicious caramel for Christmas. So thanks for watching, and I hope you get a chance to try it. We'll put the recipe, I'll have Sammy type it out. Or what should we do, Sam?
It'll be in the description box.
We'll put the recipe in the description box, and I hope you enjoy it and make some for yourself, and you'll probably become the hit of the town. Anyhow, not the hit of the town, I shouldn't say that. Well, I hope you and your family and your friends enjoy Grandma McDonald's caramels. I know that we've been enjoying them for years. Thanks. Have a Merry Christmas.